Hello, and welcome back to more Bravely Default 2. The last time, took down Adam, and ended the threat of Holograd, but it wasn't enough to save the world. And apparently, when you take down a tyrant, you also unlock a bajillion side quests. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Now...
Are you heading out somewhere?
Yes. I thought I might go for a walk to try and clear my mind.
Good idea. It should be nice with the sea so close by.
The sea? Yes. Perhaps a stroll along the beach would be nice. Would you like to come with me?
Sure. Why not?
Sound of the sea. I thought I might go for a walk to try and clear my mind. Perhaps a stroll by the sea would be nice. Care to join me?
This is right about where you found me, huh?
It's so strange. It wasn't all that long ago, and yet it feels like a lifetime.
Well, we've been through a lot since then, I guess.
Yes.
5 hours of it.
So much has happened.
This might be the longest journey I've ever been on. Longer than any of my sea voyages, even. I've seen so much since we set out. But I wouldn't have seen any of it if you hadn't found me when you did.
The wind crystal just started glowing all of a sudden. We followed it to where the glow was brightest, and there you were. I wonder if the crystal had already chosen you by that point.
Could be. But that wasn't what made me stick with you guys. I chose to do that myself.
Do you have any regrets?
Are you kidding? No way. I wound up with the best bunch of friends anybody could hope to have.
Yes, of course. Your hometown is somewhere on the other side of this sea, isn't it? What kind of place is it?
Oh, it's nothing much. Just a little village miles from anywhere. The fishermen go out fishing, the fishwives stay at home. And the kids? Well, they go shell collecting, crab hunting, swimming in the sea.
It sounds lovely and peaceful.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah.
I hope you find your way back there one day.
Me too. Someday. But not yet. There's still stuff we have to do.
I don't want our journey to end yet either. There are so many things out there that we have yet to see. And if we want to see them, we have to keep on going.
Yeah. Think of how much there is we still haven't explored.
I can't hope to explore it all, of course. I am still a princess of Musa. I have responsibilities, duties.
Sure, but what's to stop you from doing both?
What do you mean?
Well, you can do your duties while traveling, can't you?
Never mind. If we start talking about all the things I would dearly love to do, we shall be here all day.
Nothing wrong with that. It's better to want to do tons of stuff than nothing.
Definitely.
What else is there to get you out of bed in the morning? Come on. Tell me about some of the other things you want to do.
Really? All right. I want to... Well, for one thing, the list of books I want to read is almost endless. And I'd love to try my hand at cooking some of the delicious food we've eaten on our travels. Oh, and it would be wonderful to be able to fly on Gwillem's back again and gaze down at the world below.
Then let's do it. Let's do it all. What's stopping us?
I'd also love to, well, to visit your hometown.
You would? Sure. Why not? We'll all go. What's so funny?
Oh, it's just that, well, talking about my hopes and dreams like this, it's something I would never have dared to do before I met you all. In fact, I would never have dared to even have hopes and dreams. My duties as a princess were all I ever thought of. All I ever felt I could think of.
Well,
The water is...
you have a strong sense of responsibility. That's more than can be said for most.
No, I was mistaken. Listen, the sound of the waves. Can you hear it? I couldn't. When we came here before, I couldn't hear it at all. No, I could hear it, of course, but I wasn't listening. And how can someone incapable of truly listening ever hope to rule a kingdom?
I guess having a few friends around has done you good, huh? It helps to share your burdens sometimes.
Yes. Yes, it truly does. It's such a lovely sound. I feel so calm listening to it. And I'm so glad I can finally hear it.
You have friends now, Gloria. You don't have to bear the weight alone.
And I won't. I promise. Now, shall we head back into town?
Sure. What's this? A shell? That gives me an idea.
That water is so beautiful.
Hey, Gloria. I got something for you.
A seashell?
Yeah, I found it on the beach. Hold it up to your ear.
Why ever would I... like this? Oh! I can hear... waves.
You said that sound helped you to feel calm, right? Well, now you can take it with you wherever you go.
It's like I'm back at the seaside.
But, I guess you don't want to be carrying that stupid thing everywhere, right?
Oh, but I do. In fact, how about... there?
A necklace, huh?
Yes. Do you like it?
It's perfect.
Then I shall wear it with pride.
Wave song necklace. Swear Penny Plus. Sound of the sea. Listening to the sound of the sea again, Gloria? Yes, it's like waves crashing onto a beach. So calming. The ocean's always helped me to relax too. I used to spend hours just gazing out at the horizon. I wonder what it is that makes it have that effect. Well, people back home believe that we came from the sea. Our ancestors did, I mean, way back. From the sea? You mean across the sea? From another continent? No, like actually in the sea. They say that's where the human race was born. Which would make the ocean kind of like our mother, I guess. That's fascinating. It was a big deal when I was a kid. The grown-ups were always telling us to treat her with respect, give thanks for her blessings, all that stuff. The sea as our mother. Yes, I can see that. There's something comfortable and familiar about the sound the shell makes. Almost like being wrapped in a warm embrace. Heh, yeah, exactly. People who didn't grow up near the ocean don't get it, usually, but I guess you're different. Yeah, Musa is completely landlocked, but whatever.
Did Sloane ever tell you how we met?
No. Guess he never had the chance before he...
Yeah, we were mercenaries. Same outfit. And we were rivals. More evenly matched pair you never did see. For every win, a loss. And vice versa. But we stayed in touch, even after we moved on to pastures new. Last time I saw him was in a tavern somewhere. Look at us, eh? 2 swords for hire, both bending the knee at last.
Aye, 'tis happy indeed that we have found causes for which we would gladly give our lives.
Poppycock. I managed to wangle myself a generalship because Holograd's got no good men of its own, and you, you're a glorified nursemaid.
Ah, do not test me, Lonsdale. Princess Gloria is a girl wise beyond her years, and will make a fine ruler one day.
Well, all right for some. The lad in charge round my way these days is a liability and no mistake. He's had his head turned by some brazen temptress, and now his sights are set on a prize he can't possibly win. When they say pride comes before a fall, they're speaking of this one, sure enough.
And as his loyal retainer, art thou not honor-bound to steer thy liege lord to less treacherous waters?
Well, of course I am. But that only works if you listen. And I'm just a hired help.
Then thou must needs redouble thine efforts, old friend. When kings err, men die. Is that not how the saying goes?
Yeah, I know the saying, thank you very much. Anyway, less of the doom and gloom. Let's have a drink, shall we?
Thou would fain face me in a battle of the cups, good sir.
No, I would fain quench my thirst, you pillock. The only thing I'll be facing you in is a fight to put the record in my favor. I'm glad I got to come here, Sloane. I owe you an apology. If I'd listened, we'd not have had to meet again like this. When kings err, men really do die. I'd hoped my punishment for understanding that too late would have been to fall by your sword. But you went one better than that, didn't you, you wily old devil? And now the record's firmly in your favor.
What do you mean?
But he didn't even have to beat me himself, did he? He got you lot to do it for him. Got me right good, that did. Being clobbered by a bunch of kids he'd spent 5 minutes training. But if that were his last little dig, then fair play to him. We were even, me and him. As many wins as losses. But not anymore. And now that's settled, I've not much left to stick around for. I'd best be getting back to King Vernon.
There will be no need for that, Sir Lonsdale. Sir Sloane's final victory was punishment enough. He was always a formidable opponent. This being so, as Lord and Regent of the fair realm of Halcyonia, permit me to make this proclamation. Lord Lonsdale, General of the Army of Holograd, invader and despoiler of these peaceful lands, you are hereby pardoned of all crimes.
Your Majesty?
There is a time for vengeance, and a time for forgiveness. Now go, wherever the road may lead, and may the memory of your old friend travel with you.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Yeah, I like frame. Still standing. Old comrades. Sir Sloane sure knew a lot of people. Guess it comes with being a famous warrior. I heard that he traveled far and wide as a younger man in his search to find worthy opponents. In fact, it was on his travels that he met my grandfather. And it seems his mercenary associates continued to visit him long after he came to Musa. You think Lonsdale was one of them? It's certainly possible. He often spoke of one whom he had never quite managed to best, an old comrade of long standing. Knowing what we know now, I would strongly suspect that it was him. An old comrade, eh? Aye, they'd probably have seen a few things together as hired swords. You need people that you could trust. Yeah, people you can trust with your life, and who trust you with theirs in return. You think things would maybe have turned out differently in the fight against Holograd if Sir Sloane was still around? What, like Lonsdale would have switched sides or something? Aye, it does sound unlikely now you say it out loud. Shame. It would have been amazing to see the two of them fighting together.
And that concludes our report. We are pleased to announce that the restoration of the city is proceeding ahead of schedule.
It certainly seems so. Though we must not grow complacent. Everything must be done to ensure the people of Savalon can resume their former lives without delay.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You seem pretty busy.
Oh, I merely issue the orders. It is those carrying out the work who have the difficult job.
I admire your humility, Your Majesty. But I doubt it's as simple as you make it sound.
Several knotty issues remain, but I shall not rest until all have been resolved. We are getting there, one day at a time.
Your Majesty, there... Oh, forgive me. May I make an urgent report?
At ease, soldier. Please, continue.
We have ascertained the cause of the drying of the city wells, Your Majesty. The water level of the cavern which supplies them is dangerously low.
The problem lies at the source, then. Perhaps we should have done more to prepare before the waters receded. Very well. Water from the palace wells must be distributed among the people. Prioritize those who have been in need the longest.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Did your water supply always dry up like this?
No. Since His Majesty, the King of Musa, helped us to overhaul the underground waterway system, not so much as a single well has failed us.
How about further back than that? Could there be a record of something?
Ah, I see what you're intimating. Yes, let us inquire with Drummond. He is sure to have some pertinent information.
I'll go talk to him. You've clearly got enough on your plate as it is.
Be a king. The city wells are drying up. There must be an issue at the source, but it is unclear what it could be. Could you go down to Dromed's cell and see what he has to say on the subject?
Oh, it is you. And what brings you to the dungeons?
There's something I need to ask you about.
The wells are drying up, you say?
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Not that I recall. No, there was one time. Long ago, when I was but a boy. There will be a record of it in the palace. Search the bookshelves. It should be there somewhere.
Okay. Thanks, Drummond.
Wow, that must have been a truly long time ago.
This must be it. Yep, it's just like Drummond said. The wells have dried up before. Looks like it was caused by... monsters. They destroyed the old waterways, which meant the water leaked away before it could reach the wells. I wonder if that's what's happening this time too. Guess we'd better head down there and take a look.
Investigate the underground reservoir. Alright. Oh, hello.
Looks like we found our culprits. Watch out, guys.
That did not do much. That did a lot.
Here I go.
Yeah, they've got around 14,000 health. They're all weak to fire and earth, though. Which, lends itself to a certain something.
Prepare for impact.
time to shine, eh? Nope, still standing.
Come on.
You are about to witness my true power. Be healed. Spirits, protect us.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
That was nothing.
This will shut you up.
Ow! No fear.
This is not looking good.
That'll do it. Alrighty! Come and get her! Luck's got nothing to do with it, pal. Sorcery!
Get on the door.
There's nothing. Come and get her! Aye, that'll do
There we
nicely.
There we go.
Thanks for bailing me out.
That helps.
I've got a little something for you.
Prepare to meet your maker.
Regeneration. On yourself. And on yourself.
Lend us your power. A little magical assistance.
Thanks, I need it.
There's nothing.
Nothing to worry about.
Right-o then. Eat sorcery! Ho ho ho! Nailed it!
I cannot believe it.
There's nothing! Hey, you okay?
Here, I'll clean.
Haha, I'm back in the game.
You're going to regret hurting my friends.
We're going to do this down. Gloria. Press move. Place.
Let's see now.
This favor will not be forgotten.
This should do it.
Flames of War. What?
You are about to witness my true power.
Oathbringer. Barca. It will heal her doing this.
Does that feel better? Maelstrom of magic assail you.
No big deal.
primordial forces consume!
That's helpful.
Away and bio your heat! Pow! Another one bakes
good.
the dust!
We're
Don't
down.
get complacent now!
That was hard. Much harder than I expected. Those foes.
Phew. Doesn't look like the waterway is damaged this time. Let's go tell the prince.
So, the creatures were blocking the flow of water, but the waterway itself remains intact. We must take immediate steps to ensure that this does not happen in the future. Thank you for resolving this matter so quickly. Hopefully the wells will soon be full again.
Oh, it's Dramed you need to thank, really.
Drought. It is one of the greatest threats to our way of life, and one which consumed my brother. He thought he had found the solution at last.
You must assist me, Pollux. This is the opportunity we have been waiting for. The opportunity to change our kingdom's fortunes forever.
But an inexhaustible supply of water, Castor? Surely such a thing is too good to be true. And the thought of having to invade another kingdom in order to acquire it? Well...
You care more about other kingdoms than your own? Is that it?
Of course not. That is not what I mean, and you know it.
Then what do you mean? I, for one, would do anything for our kingdom. Anything. Up to and including the invasion of another. The shortage of water has held our people, our land, back for too many years. This must end.
And it will. We have new waterways, and soon we will find new sources to tap.
Soon? Not soon enough. The waterways barely sustain us. And what if something were to happen to them before your precious plans bear fruit? How can you and Father not see? It is not enough to plan for the future. We must help ourselves in the here and now. If we do not, there may be no future. I mean to aid the living, breathing citizens of Savalon, not those who may never come.
But Castor...
Enough! I can see that you and Father will never agree with me.
I thought my brother reckless and hot-headed. I refused to support his plan. And so, he threw me into a jail cell. I understood his desperation to save those living in the here and now. He could not reconcile himself with our father's belief that, though his people suffered hardship now, their future would be one of plenty.
So, did you...
No. I understood, but I did not agree. I was of the same mind as my father. Castor could not trust that the golden future we envisaged would come to pass. I have since begun to wonder if we trusted too much in it ourselves. And so, though others may deem him to have been dangerously misguided, I now see the wisdom in my brother's words. Yes, the future is important, but it must be reached one step at a time, and not at the expense of those living in the present. It is a balancing act, and not an easy one. But this is the challenge I have undertaken, and I intend to see it through.
So you're gonna see that both their dreams come true?
Yes. Yes, I suppose I am. And I shall not rest until I have succeeded.
You got the giant's armor from that. In good hands. Seems the wells are back to normal since we defeated those creatures. Good. I hate fighting those weird, shapeless things. I am far from fond of them myself. Still, if that's what it takes to keep the water flowing in Savalon, it's not such a big price to pay. And until the city's back on its feet, every little helps. Aye, might be a while yet, too. Prince Pollux has got quite a job on his hands. Yeah, but you know what? He's taken to this better than I thought he would. I think he's got this. The soldiers seem to like him too. He's quite the dashing young ruler. Well, if he can get the rest of the kingdom on board, they'll have everything sorted before we know it. I have to say, when I first saw Prince Pollux, I didn't think he'd have too much, well, substance, I guess. Well, he is certainly taking his father and brother's last wishes very seriously. Yeah, and I'm sure he'll find a way to balance both their dreams. That one's in good hands. Cactus milk. Moonstone ice.
Ah, there you are. Sorry. You probably had a right old nightmare hunting down that little lot, didn't you?
Nightmare my foot, you patronising old goat, you. Could have done it in half the time if we'd wanted.
That's the spirit. Right, let's get started, shall we? Do you remember when Vigintio first came to town?
How could I forget? I've not seen a head that inflated before or since. And he didn't let up with his big talk, even in front of Lady Emma. I knew it was going to be a set to remember.
Aye. Let us see once and for all who is the greatest sorcerer in the land, or whatever nonsense he was spouting. Not that she was the slightest bit impressed.
He put on a heck of a show though. Gave her a proper run for her money if I remember rightly. But she came through in the end.
Pig-headed so-and-so wouldn't take no for an answer though, would he? Kept on coming back for more.
Aye. I don't know about greatest sorcerer in the land, but he certainly had the thickest skin. Why was he so obsessed with winning anyway? Still puzzles me even now. The book! Look, it's Lady Emma's funeral.
Oh, the poor people of Wiswald. So sad at Lady Emma's passing, traipsing through the streets in pathetic tribute. Finally, I've won! Finally, I have defeated the stubborn old witch. She couldn't outwit death, but I could! And I didn't just outwit it. I outdid it, surpassed it, became the mighty white. I have proven I am better than her! I win! I win! And now I stand as the undisputed wizarding champion of the world! Ow! It hurts! But the fear of pain, the fear of death itself, I have overcome them both! I have beaten them! I have won! I have become the almighty, mighty white! I may have lost to her more than once, but only just. Every time, only just. So in a way, I mostly won every single time. And now I have the power. Power over fear. Power over death.
What do they say about second place? First
wins the day once and for all. Indisputably. Perhaps I should try to calm down a little. Wait. No. What is that? Who are you? Who else revels in the passing of the cursed witch? Wait. You're congratulating me? Celebrating my momentous victory! Good! Yes, praise me! Bow before me! I I am the greatest in the world! It hurts. Hurts so good. Give me more! More! My wounds will commemorate my victory! They will mark me as the greatest wizard of them all! More! 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 More!
Okay. I think we get it.
So he was here. He came to watch the procession.
Not just to watch it, to celebrate it. He was even more twisted than we knew. How could he possibly think of that as winning?
Time to pop the Waldash in. All done. Here you go, old pal. A wand imbued with the power to take down a mighty wight, no less. Not to mention all the extra oomph from the other ingredients I had you gather.
Well, I'll certainly not be saying no to a gift like that.
Good. Just remember, don't let the power mess with your mind. If you do, you'll soon end up like Vigintio. Keep your feet on the ground and your head out of the clouds.
Lady Emma's old catchphrase, eh? Aye. I'll be sure not to let myself get carried away.
We got the Divine Rod. Between life and death. All that mighty white stuff's got me wondering, what must it feel like not being able to die? It's not quite not being able to die, exactly. It's more like you're dead, but you're still conscious. Your heart stopped beating, your body's cold, you can't taste anything, not that you need to eat. That sounds like no fun at all. Hard to believe someone would go through all that, even if it was to avoid dying. Aye, the fear of the end's a powerful thing, but becoming undead doesn't make you avoid your death, it makes it last forever. And despite knowing this, he still chose to become what he became. I guess he really, really wanted to get one over on Lady Emma. He thought he was the greatest wizard of all time, and the fact that she was more famous and better respected, well, it obviously sent him a bit mad. Then, of course, she killed him, which really can't have made him like her anymore. So he did all that just to get back at someone? Aye, vanity's a dangerous thing. Sure was for Vigintio. Jealousy and hatred will consume a person, and destroy them in the end. Let's hope he's finally free of all that now, at least. My goal cannot be achieved alone. I must enlist the help of others. For the common good, I researched 3 creatures of the volcanic regions. Perhaps you will slay the 3 species of beasts I seek, and allow knowledge of them to enrich our populace? I am so very glad that the war is ended at last. Old friends. I have friends all around the world, but there has been so much trouble and turmoil I am not sure how they are doing. Could you visit some places and check for me? I would be very grateful. Perhaps I am without talent after all. Comic episode. My work is the drawing of picture books, but I sell almost none of them. I must find an audience for my works, or put down my pens for good. Exciting looking comic campaign. I knew of course that it was wrong, but I could not help myself. Fingers in the fruit bowl. Alas, temptation bested me, and I raided our supplies for a small snack of fruit. If I am discovered, they will lock me away for certain. Could you help me? I require a mere 5 cherry berries.
We've got the upper hand, guys!
Away and bio your heat! Ah! You didn't like that, did you? Come and get her! Oh! Another one bites the dust!
Okay then. I've got a little something for you!
You are about to witness my true power. Primordial forces consume you. Maelstrom of magic assail you. I'm up, huh? Ha! Yeah, I got another one.
Huh. Hardly worth the bother.
Skin. Ah, these. Those are fine.
Let's see what you're made of, eh?
The water.
Guess it's my turn. Better cover up.
They're both with the axe.
Nice! Check this out.
Right, let's see. Eat sorcery. Nice. Come and get her.
Prepare to meet your maker. Engulf the world in purest blackness.
Here I go. Try this for size.
I can take it. You rang? Eat sorcery. Plenty more where that came from.
Are you watching, Sir Sloane?
There's an abyss worm. Very. The abyss worm is defeated. This is pleasing news. But this one at least is ahem. Ignore my mutterings. Next, I require the vanquishing of 3 chaoses. These are foul creatures who employ darkness to entrap their prey before killing it by agonizing degrees. Must have suffered so. Another cherry berry. Cherry berry. Chaoses.
They're sitting ducks.
Come and get her! Plenty more where that came from. Away and bio your heat! Oh! Another one bites the dust.
Let me at him. Try this for size.
Prepare to meet your maker. Yeah. Blind them with your brightness. Another foe vanquished.
Wow, that did a lot.
Did you see that? I'm amazing.
Cherry berry. Last cherry berry. The chaoses are vanquished, then he too is avenged at last. I mean, of course. Now we too may benefit from the knowledge of these defeatings have granted. Now my final request: 2 adamant tortoises must fall, but beware, they are of great size, with shells of surpassing hardness. We've killed several by now. Fail to take care, and you may be crushed into nothing. Leave nothing behind for your loved ones to bury. Yeah, we're taking vengeance for his companions. This dude. I am forever in your debt. Thanks to your efforts, I am able to escape the situation free from punishment. You know, I am reminded of a time when I was merely a boy and the same thing occurred. My elder brother provided the cherry berries that saved me on this occasion. When our mother discovered what we had done, she was greatly upset, with much shouting. Ah, fond memories. Alas, my brother was lost during the Rhymedal invasion. But you are strangers and need not be bothered with my tragedies. Thank you once again, friends. May you be safe on the road ahead.
The wide open gets stuck in. Oh, what's next, I wonder? Come and get her! Nailed it! Away and boil your heat! Aye, that'll do nicely. Let me at him! All right!
It's time to get serious. More!
Level slash.
You may need a little sting. Yeah!
You are about to witness my true power. Your days are numbered. Your tale ends. Huh. Hardly worth the bother.
Stronger.
Inflation. It is done. Praises be. Forgive me. You have surmised already, I think, but I must tell the truth. I am no researcher of monsters. I sought vengeance for the deaths of my sons. All 3 were killed, each by one of the beasts you overcame. His sons? Ooh, I thought it was just traveling companions. I did not wish to deceive, wished only for revenge, and thought my talk of researches might better convince you to aid me. But it was in truth they who were the researchers, fearlessly placing their lives upon the line in the pursuit of knowledge. Why must I live on when they cannot? Why did the fiends not take me instead? Paul's bow. There we go. What's that? My friend sent you from Holograd to say hello? Oh, how lovely! Well, be sure to tell her that I'm as full of beans as ever. I trust she's keeping well too? We met at a local eatery, you know? We hit it off right away. Before long, we were trekking all over town together, hot on the trail of the latest taste sensations. It didn't do our wastelands much good, I'll grant you, but it was ever so much fun. I really should go and visit her one day. I've never sampled the cuisine of Holograd after all. If you see her again, let her know I'm planning on coming, will you? She was cheerful as ever, This is wonderful news. She was always the most happy, kind-hearted lady in all Halcyonia. Though she barely knew me, she allowed me to stay with her the entire time while I visited the city. And while the foods we sampled together were wonderful indeed, it was her smile that was most wonderful of all. The next person I would like you to visit is a friend in Savalon, but I warn you, this young lady is somewhat more timid than the last of my acquaintances you met. My friend in Holograd? She's worried about me? Oh, there's no need to worry. No need at all. But please, thank her again for buying so many of my accessories as souvenirs. I will never forget her kindness. Or her sense of style. She always knew everything about the latest trends. Far more than I did. We did not spend much time together, but I treasured every minute. In fact, I think I will make a dress for her and deliver it myself. Please, tell her to expect me soon. My friend in Savalon was also well? This is good. One cannot help but worry about someone so meek. But though subdued, her sense of style is anything but. Her creations are works of fashion genius. I am perhaps her greatest fan. Now to my last request. I wish you to visit an old friend in Wisball, a calm and composed lady of around my own age. Oh, this looks interesting. Can I have a read? Alright, Wow. Huh? Never. What's he gonna do now? That was amazing. It's the funnest story I've ever read in my life. That was fast. I want to find out what happens next. Tell whoever drew it to finish the next part. Thank you so much. With these, my luck's sure to take a turn for the better. Now I can shed the old me like so much scaly skin. Heh. Once I sell these little beauties on the secret underground snakeskin market, I'll be rolling in money. Oops, I didn't mean to let that slip. Look, I hope you don't think I'm a snake in the grass, but I'm afraid this was my plan all along. I made up all that stuff about snakeskins being lucky, but one thing I do know is that I was very lucky to meet you. Okay. What's that? My friend in Holograd has sent you to see how I'm doing? I'm not surprised she's worried about me. I was in a right state that night we met. I'd just been through a bad breakup, you see. She'd never laid eyes on me before, but she sat there and listened to me wailing and moaning all night long. Patience of a saint, that one, and it did me the power of good to let it all out. I'll never forget what she did for me that night. Listen, if you get the chance, could you give her a message for me? Tell her I've met a new man, and that he's great, and that I'll be in touch soon. So my friend in Wisbald too as well? Such a relief. Thank you so much for checking on everybody. I am so happy to learn that war is over, and all are free to pursue their passion, be it food or fashion. Passion itself. We must all do what we can to preserve this happy state. I, of course, shall do my own part, and will hope to see the smiling faces of my dear friends again soon. Already had one of those, but it's nice to have a second. Pardon? You presented my story to a small boy, and who was amazed and excited? Truly? And he smiled at its conclusion? And wished for more? Then there is meaning to my creation after all. In which case, I must continue without delay. My audience must not be starved of smiles. Please, you must leave me to my work. I am wasting valuable time.
Let's do this!
Right, let's see.
Light actually down.
Come and get it!
Not like electricity actually.
Here goes!
I shall fight with all my strength. You are about to witness my true power. Blind them with your brightness. Primordial forces consume. It's time to get serious. Okay, more! Yeah, I got another one!
Everyone okay?
There's the chest, finally. Nasty surprise, of course.
Come, let us fight!
Eat sorcery! Luck's got nothing to do with it, pal. We've got the upper hand, guys!
Now you've made me mad! Let's see how you deal with this!
Come and get it!
That'll do it!
Prepare to meet your maker! Primordial forces consume!
Looks like we did it!
Got a hellish horn from that. A divine rod. What? We went and crafted one? Okay then. Ink ruby. Or pathogen. Assassin dagger. Light talisman. Brave suit. Also. Red cap. My mother scolded me most ferociously when she learned that I had requested you place yourselves in danger on our behalves. Angered, I declared that I would go instead myself, and this reduced her to sniveling tearfulness. But we must not blame her for her motherly ways. All is well now. Thank you, friends. You have made us both happy indeed. 3 medium JP orbs. Three medium JP orbs. Free remedy. Leads less of a maze than the other place. Oh, not everything. Anyway. Gotcha. 5 bomb arm. Teleport stone. There should be 5 chests, or 6 chests left now. That doesn't matter. 8 Phoenix down. Thanks. Nasty surprise. Okay.
Come, do your worst!
Run away. See what it's called. Water axes.
Now's our chance! Come and get it! Wait for it!
Here we go! Now you've made me mad! Yeah! should do it! You are about to witness my true power! Primordial forces consume me!
They're immune to dark, of course.
That's nothing! We've got the upper hand, guys! Oh, what's next, I wonder? Righto! Let's get a crooning!
Prepare to meet your maker!
That wasn't enough.
Let me at him! On to the next one.
It's time to get serious! Sorry, don't take it personally. Don't get complacent now!
Pixie Gem. Gambitine. Nasty surprise.
Come, do your worst.
It's nothing! Now's our chance! Let me at him!
Uniconi.
My time to shine, eh?
They are all weak to light.
Primordial forces consume me. It's time to get serious.
You rang?
Okay,
That came
you got
from.
it.
Thought it was just a bookworm, did you?
Large JP orb. Lambent hat. I know we already have a teleport stone. I'm going to use it right away. I'm done with this cave. You did it! I haven't had a single report of Noxolotls attacking anyone. Thank you so much. By the way, you know how long and black and slimy and generally unpleasant they are? Well, apparently if you baste them, roast them, and serve them on rice, they're actually quite delicious. I mean, I haven't ever had the courage to try one myself, but if you ever have the urge, perhaps you could give it a go? And we got an assassin dagger for it. Alright. So, the quests that remain. We've got Ultimate Stew, which I still don't know where it is. Dorman, which we've established I don't have the ability to do. Always by your side, and presentation is everything. And they all seem to be in Musa over here. So... we will do those next time. This is all for today. Thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.